Hi, I'm Ed Mattingly. Welcome to Sherwin-Williams Faux Impressions for Professionals. Hello, this is Faux Impressions, Venetian plaster. This is tinted to latte. So the wall is primed with latex adhesion primer, also tinted to latte. The great thing about this Venetian plaster is it's the industry's first and only tint-controlled Venetian plaster. That means gallon to gallon, batch to batch, you get the same color. So order what you need as you need it. First thing we're going to do, take a microfiber roller. This product's nice and thin, rolls on almost like paint. So I'm going to roll up to the ceiling line, and then I'm going to do random curving motions. It's basically a random curving X. If you have a partner, that partner could roll on ahead of you, and then you can come behind with the microfiber mini and do these random motions. All right, so I've rolled this area out. You can work about 15 minutes ahead of yourself. Now I'm going to take the Purdy Symphony rounded edge trowel. It has rounded edges. It's also slightly bent. You want the bend to be away from the wall's surface. So at this point, I'm going to do short curving motions, fairly parallel to the wall, and knock down or smooth the Venetian plaster. And you want to think of it as landing a plane and taking off, all in one motion. If you hit the wall too hard, you leave a mark. So again, you want to swoop in, lift off. Land the plane, take off the plane. Stay as parallel to the wall as you can. Soft back troweling in short curving motions. I'm going for an imperfect smooth, a bed coat if you will. Little texture is fine. Adds to the character of the finish. That's it. That's our first coat of Venetian plaster. All right, so we're ready to do our second coat of Venetian plaster. About 2 hours now, I let this dry. So this is one coat of primer, one coat of latte Venetian plaster. We rolled and back troweled it. Now we're going to take our Sea Sponge mini roller and create the pattern, the old world pattern, kind of the DNA it's called. So basically, I'm going to take this mini sea sponge roller, and rather than roll, I'm going to place little apostrophes, little commas, however you'd like to think of it. And the nice thing about the sea sponge is it is a random, it's not a machine made, it's a real sea sponge, so it's a random pattern. And I'm creating these highs and lows. Then I'm going to take our rounded edge trowel, and basically I'm going to flatten these organic shapes to create some nice old world shapes, almost amoebas or continents. The goal here is not to have it be really thick, so you want a lot of movement, but you want it to be about a 32nd of an inch thick. And then we'll just continue and blend those areas, and that's it for the second coat. So another way to create your DNA or your pattern coat is using these blue steel spatulas. And you can do like a crossed hatch X pattern. The idea again is to create your pattern, but you don't want to do it very thick. You're looking for a 32nd of an inch, maybe a 16th of an inch at the most. All right, we're at our third and final step of Venetian plaster. So the first coat is dry. A couple hours later, we did the DNA, the pattern coat. Now we're at the end of the day. Depending on humidity, could be the following morning. And this is ready for our final coat. So I'm going to take the trowel, the Venetian plaster on there already. So I'm going to skim coat this on, a nice tight coat. So I'm actually scraping it. You can see it's filling in the recesses and highlighting the pattern. So where we were floating before, kind of soft on the surface. Now I'm actually scraping this in, trying to get a completely smooth surface. This third coat of Venetian plaster is going to go a long way. We're not using a lot of product. So we've got our final layer of Venetian plaster nice and tight. It's dry. Now we're going to burnish. Burnishing is a soft compressing. So you're basically taking the metal trowel, compressing and rubbing the wall. Traditional Venetian plasters, this is usually extremely difficult. As you can see, I'm just lightly polishing this with just a light finger touch. You're going to end up with a beautiful marble glass-like finish. So starting with a smooth wall, a level 5 finish, 3 coats, and you've got a marble, almost glass-like finish with easy burnishing. So that's it. Faux Impressions, high polish fresco Venetian plaster. The fastest to the wall, easiest to burnish, and the industry's first and only tint controlled Venetian plaster. So have at it. Thanks. And remember, every room's an original.